Punk Revolution! No! Hey everybody, today we're going to be reviewing R.A.P. Ferreira's newest album, Purple Moonlight Pages. This is, so R.A.P. Ferreira is the same person as the rapper formerly known as Milo. Milo, he's released a number of albums already under the name Milo, a number of mixtapes. Already a very accomplished artist, known for his abstract, unique, sometimes jazzy hip-hop with like spoken word, real creative, very artsy-fartsy hip-hop. But now he goes by R.A.P. Ferreira. R.A.P. Ferreira being literally his name. His name is Rory Allen Philip Ferreira, so R.A.P. Ferreira. And here he is with his newest album. Let's see what the frick he's doing now. Is it gonna be artsy-fartsy? Let's take a look at the album cover. Well, sure looks artsy-fartsy to me already. It literally looks like a piece of art you would see in the freaking museum. So, yep, look at that. And if you take a look closely at the album artwork, you can see it says Rhythm and Poetry by R.A.P. Ferreira and the Jefferson Park Boys. The Jefferson Park Boys produced this album. One of the members of the Jefferson Park Boys you may know as Kenny Siegel, the producer of Hiding Places, a project he did with Billy Woods. So, you already know you're in for some pretty trippy, awesome, cool beats. So I put it on, I listen, and what do I get? Well, this is quite an interesting album. First off, the beats here. This is going to, these beats, the production here are primarily going to be driven by jazz. Jazz is the primary genre being sampled here, being used to create these beats. Nothing too out of ordinary for hip-hop. We've all heard jazz incorporated in hip-hop all the time, right? Well, I have to say, I've listened to plenty of jazz rap, but I don't think I've ever listened to a jazz rap album use as much jazz fusion and spiritual jazz and smooth jazz in their production. I mean, we've heard like, you know, post-bop and cool jazz samples in hip-hop, but to use so much more abstract jazz, like jazz fusion in your production of your album, that's kind of a unique thing I don't see too often, and it fits really freaking perfectly with the artistic direction that R.A.P. Ferreira is taking here, because you have this really nice atmospheric jazz fusion production. Sometimes it's only just a little bit of sparingly used gentle organs with maybe a little bit of, just a teeny bit of reverby saxophone and just a teeny bit of just like gentle percussion and bass, just real atmospheric, real gentle, feels like maybe like a little crescendo here and there, maybe just a little bit of vinyl scratchiness to it to make kind of like a lo-fi beats to study to sort of atmosphere. So really delicious, amazing, awesome, fantastic atmospheres created here in this album. And that's, even though it's a kind of a long album that touches a lot of different styles and samples, sometimes R.A.P. Ferreira's kind of doing spoken word, sometimes he's rapping, there's a little bit of singing in it too, and there's all sorts of different samples and sounds. I think there's even like a Super Mario Brothers sample in there too. Pretty cool stuff. So we're kind of bringing a bunch of worlds together. We're hearing rap that sometimes sounds like it's influenced from like 90s rap. We're hearing samples from musicians that sounds like it's from the freaking 60s or 50s. We're hearing freaking some more modern stuff like the Super Mario sample and just rap that sounds like it might be inspired more along the lines of like Kendrick Lamar or something, all coming together in a really unique album. So you got these fantastic beats and fantastic atmosphere. And what's so lovely is R.A.P. Ferreira knows, okay, we've built this wonderful atmosphere with unique jazz fusion production. And even though this album, even though I've now changed my artist name to my name, I'm gonna keep my ego out of it. And my rapping is going to be subdued and gentle, so it's equal to the atmosphere and not all about me, me, me. It's about the whole art. And the lyrics are not gonna be about me, me, me. It's gonna be about the world around me. Very philosophical lyrics, very much observing and analyzing the world around you. Very cryptic, sometimes hard to understand. Very much really thought-provoking, not so much like, I mean, it does get spiritual at times, but it doesn't seem like it's trying to convey any super meaningful message. It just seems like more just like being content with the world around you. Very, very philosophical, very gentle, beautiful, kind of euphoric, honestly. This is almost like jazz you could do yoga to and just relax to, and both because of the atmosphere, but also because of the lyrics and the messages here are so heartwarming and so thought-provoking, and so it's gonna make you feel freaking good, folks. So you tie all that together in a bow, finishing the album strong with a cover of Pharoah Sanders' song, a brief cover of "The Creator Has a Master Plan." Again, giving a little wink to the jazz, spiritual jazz realm, more experimental jazz realm, which he's clearly very influenced in this album. Really cool stuff. Only flaws I can really think of is maybe he could have trimmed a little bit of fat here. It is kind of an album on the longer side. There are some, maybe it's a little redundant with some of the spoken word stuff in the first half. I do feel like the second half is stronger. But overall, folks, like, this is a really stellar album, really unique. Lots of really fucking awesome, great songs, like jazz rap I've never really heard before, packed with really unique, cool sounds. Lots of material to dig through. I feel like if you dig through the lyrics in this album enough, you're gonna find the meaning of the universe hidden secretly deep within R.A.P. Ferreira's lyrics. So pretty darn cool stuff. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching, folks. 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Go check it out, folks, before it's too late, before it sells out. Punk Revolution now.